I'm Kara Fatigatti, a volleyball student athlete here at the home of the Tartans. How do we get the nickname of the Tartans, you ask? Well, Scottish traditions are everywhere here at Carnegie Mellon because our school was founded in 1900 by Scottish industrialist and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. We are the only school in the nation that offers a degree in bagpiping music, and we have a kiltie band that plays at our football games dressed in kilts. Our mascot, of course, is a Scottish Terrier. I'm standing in front of another Carnegie Mellon tradition, the fence. It was built in 1923, and one night a fraternity painted it to promote a party. That prank is now a tradition. Student groups can paint it to promote their cause, but they must do it between midnight and sunrise, and then guard it for 24 hours a day to make sure that no one paints over it. Somebody should paint the story of my friend John Hall on the fence. He's a defensive back on our soccer team and a business major with a 4.0 GPA. I've known John since high school and was thrilled when he was honored last fall as ESPN The Magazine Academic All-America of the Year.
Being named the Academic All-America of the Year for this past season was quite an honor. It symbolizes that at least I've done all right in terms of balancing academics and athletics, and that's exactly what I've set out to do here at Carnegie Mellon.
Besides being co-captain of the soccer team and maintaining that 4.0 in business, Jonathan's balancing act includes the Business Community Service Organization, being co-chair of the Job Fair, co-chair of SAC, the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, and interning this summer in New York City with the financial firm UBS. How he does it all amazes his roommate and teammate.
He's not a very organized person. I don't know how he's able to do all the things he does and succeed.
It is true. It's probably one of my weaknesses. I'm a little unorganized, especially rushing out of the house to some sort of meeting or another on most days. But he keeps me in check.
On the field, he's our center back. He's our last line of defense. He's a person we count on to save the day most times. His positioning, due to his intelligence, his positioning is right on the money. He rarely gets beaten. He's always in the middle of things.
He leads both through example and, verbally. If there's ever a conflict on the team or there's a situation where people need motivated, he's the first one to step forward.
I think on the soccer field, the most important thing that I've learned is the ability to manage and relate with people. So when issues come up on a team, when I have two teammates with conflicting views, I kind of find myself in the role of a mediator between those two. And that experience translates not only to the academic world, but also in the professional world.
Jonathan's leadership skills earned him a trip to the NCAA Leadership Conference, where he met another challenge: the way he meets a soccer ball, head on.
We were given the task of creating an action plan to make our campus a better place. And so we came up with the Tartan Olympics, which is basically a weekend event where we try to reach out to student athletes and non-student athletes alike and bring them together in a fun environment where people can find mutual interests. And we're really just trying to spur collaboration and communication with different people across campus.
The success of the Tartan Olympics earned recognition from the NCAA and will lead to a second edition this year. Jonathan is a proven leader, but it's another attribute that impresses his professor.
John has what I think is a very unique quality. I call it the Fred Rogers quality, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. He can, and I think, as I said to him, don't ever lose it because it's legitimately caring for somebody. I see him owning a small business. I see him understanding his customer because I think he does that very, very well. And that is the key to any entrepreneurial activity, is know your customer. That's the key to most activities. But John, more than anybody else, can get there very quickly. He'll stumble, but I think athletics will allow him to get through that. And I think that blend is fascinating with John.
Jonathan Hall enters his senior season with the goal of getting his team back to the NCAA tournament and of passing along to his younger teammates the lessons he has learned.
Don't regret anything about your experience. Work as hard as you can in terms of studying for that test. Work as hard as you can in preparing for preseason, and work as hard as you can extracurricularly and when you're out there on that soccer field, because you want to leave these 4 years and you don't want to look back with any regret.
Thanks, John. Good luck to you and the Carnegie Mellon Tartans.